Finally, the new video is here. It's here, my nigga. It's here. It's only took me like 2 years to get this out, but shit, at least it's here, my nigga. Gonna nigga at least get a hooray? Like, now I was gonna make another video explaining why I was gone for so long, but I'm just gonna put it frank. I've just been playing games and watching anime. I can't even lie. There was a lot of games and a lot of anime that came out the last 2 years. I know there's gonna be some people that's gonna be like, oh, you haven't been playing any games or watching anime. There hasn't been any content. Shut your bitch ass up. Niggas only say that because all you do is play fucking 2K and all y'all niggas is watches fucking shonens. You know, me personally, I've been enjoying myself with my Baldur's Gate, my Destiny 2, my Mortal Kombat 1, my Hollow Knight, my Elden Ring, my God of War Ragnarok. There's so much content for me, at least. And I haven't been able to beat these games because I've been trying to focus so much on beating other games that come out. There's been too much shit coming out. There's been too much good shit coming out. And I've been trying so much to beat these games that I'm just backed up on a lot of games. That's why I'm starting Twitch. I'm going to be doing Twitch soon. I'm going to beat all the games that I need to beat on there, so I have an incentive to beat these games. You all ready for that? But never mind all that. Well, let's talk about the fucking game. So here's the video. Persona 5 is a journey about pure character development, story development, and getting to know the world around you. This is a story about a nigga named Joker. Actually, he's named whatever you want to name him, but in the fucking streets, you are fucking named Joker. And long story short, you find out that you have the power to go inside evil people's heart and change their way of thought so they can see what they are doing is wrong, and you make them confess their crimes. You do this by stealing what is called their treasure, and that is all their evil desires bottled up in one thing, and it makes the person realize what they're doing is fucking stupid, and they just turn themselves in. It's easy as fuck, but you do gotta watch out for them because they do be trying to demonetize themselves. They do this because they feel so bad about the crimes that they committed. Now knowing what they have done, they be trying to demonetize themselves. That's the best way I could put it. That's the basis of the story, but trust me, there is so much more, but I don't want to say too much so you guys can get the experience for yourselves. Trust me, this is one of my favorite games ever, so I don't want none of y'all niggas to get spoiled on this shit. This is one game that you don't want to get spoiled for you because shit gets real in this game. Shit gets so real. I tried to change my dad's horror and he beat me the fuck up. I'm never doing that shit again. Since I talked about the story, let me talk about the level design because that's a huge part of the story. Since this is a mini dungeon crawler, there are levels on this game, and the levels on the game are called palaces, which are basically warped realities of how that person views the world around them. The palaces offer a crazy soundtrack, a lot of nut blasting music, a lot of shit that will make you just feel like a bitch because you're just sitting there crying because the shit is just emotional, and overall just some good ass shit. These palaces are very big, with most of your times being spent here traversing the area, but in Persona 5 Royal they made that traversal even more fun by adding a grappling hook to Joker's arsenal, making him even look even cooler than he already does. Most of the palaces are very good except for maybe like two, which one was pretty alright, the other one was just fucking ass.
I am going to commit suicide.
I don't fucking feel like doing that part ever again. But not only that, they even offered the pinnacle of dungeon crawling experiences, which is called Mementos. Now, long story short, Mementos is basically like humanity's palace. It's all the evil desires of humanity itself. I don't want to get on that. Basically, it's just a big ass palace, and there's multiple floors to explore to make the game even bigger. Now, I've been wanting to get into the combat since I started the video because that shit is some heat. Now, the combat is split into 5 actions: order, gun, attack, guard, items, and persona. Now, you might be wondering why I said there was only 5 actions, then proceeded to name 6. Well, it's because one of these actions you barely use. If you use order, then to change it so you could directly command them, you're a fucking loser because you're a leader. Don't let these niggas do whatever they want. They ain't the main character. You are. Anyway, back to the vid. There is attack, which you attack with the weapon you have in your weapon slot. Guard limits the damage that you take on that turn. Items allow you to use the items you collected. Gun, I mean, it's self-explanatory. You turn into a terror. And persona allows you to use your abilities that your persona has. Think of personas like Pokemon. They have a wide range of abilities they can use, and with different elements they can use, such as ice, fire, lightning, etc. This will be the main action you will use because that's where you will get all your damage from. That's also how you will buff your party members and debuff enemies. There's one more action you do unlock later in the game called a baton pass. And like Pokemon, Persona has weaknesses, and once you hit the enemy with element that they are weak to, you will have the option to baton pass, and baton pass lets you take control of one of the other members in your party, and you are able to do another attack in the same turn while also getting a boost in damage. And you could do this up to 2 times. You could only do this up to 2 times, but it adds so much variety, making you think who to pass to so you can hit their weaknesses again to get 3 times damage. The combat is actually pretty challenging on the merciless difficulty in the beginning, but again leveled up and some more of the crazy abilities get on your persona later in the game, that shit gets really easy. The same issue happened in Persona 4 where the combat actually got easier as you progress. But granted, you do feel stronger because of the progression of the game, since you do actually get strong towards the end of the game. Like, I felt like I had Thor's hammer in that bitch. So by now you should already be tapped into the gospel, but just in case not, boom, we got hoes, my nigga, we got hoes. And the thing is, you can even date them. And the thing is, you can even date all of them. You can even manipulate them. I physically dated all of them, right? And they all showed up to give me Christmas presents because it was, you know, Christmas season. And they all figured out I was dubbing all of them stank ass hoes. So what they do, they whooped the fuck out of me. Then I apologized, and then I went back to dating them like nothing happened. I gaslit the fuck out of them. This is the fucking best game ever. 10 out of 10. You could do everything. This is just like real life. So that's why this is the game that I call game of the life, like I did earlier in this video. It's the only game that deserves game of the life. Like I said, it has everything. It got characters, it got story, it got world building, it got combat, it got the coolest fucking main character. You got a fucking gun. But game is the game of the life. Until I finish Baldur's Gate 3, then this game will move down to 3rd game of the life. And you're probably wondering what happened to 2? Where is 2 at? 2 has always been held by Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga since I got it on my original Xbox that my dad bought for me. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it now though, but it is the 2nd game of the life, and the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga video is coming. But yeah, Persona 5, also known as the game of the life, gets a perfect 10 out of 10 out of me. And remember, this is the only opinion that matters, because this is the only Persona review that matters. Bye, y'all.
Searching all alone, facing quite a lot.